Greetings everyone, this is Scott over here at the Crypto Dojo. I hope you and your family are having a fantastic holiday season. Well, today we're going to talk about cryptocurrency exchanges, and we're going to focus on three areas. The first area is what is an exchange? The second area is why do we need a cryptocurrency exchange in the first place? And the last section is going to discuss what should we be looking for or what sort of research should we be conducting before setting up, we just let things roll here, setting up an account on any particular exchange. So grab some eggnog, grab a piece of paper and a pen, come on back because today it's all about how to choose an exchange. All right, so what is a cryptocurrency exchange? Exchanges are platforms that facilitate the trading of cryptocurrencies for other assets, including digital and fiat currencies. Cryptocurrency exchanges act as an intermediary between buyer and seller and make money through commissions and fees. So think of a cryptocurrency exchange as a marketplace or a flea market or a farmer's market. It's one centralized location where you can go and you can pick and choose digital assets, using other digital assets to purchase or convert, or you can use fiat currency. And as you know in the previous video that I did, fiat currency basically is just a fancy way of saying it's United States government currency. It's the dollar bill backed by gold, etc., etc. So that's essentially what a crypto exchange is. It's basically a marketplace for you to buy and sell and trade digital assets. So now that we've talked about what a cryptocurrency exchange is, we've kind of also talked about why we need exchanges, which is basically to buy and sell and, convert digital assets from one to the other, from fiat currency into, our cryptocurrency and back. Now we need to discuss the two types of cryptocurrency exchanges, which are the centralized and decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges. So your centralized cryptocurrency exchanges are your Coinbases and your crypto.coms. And your decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges are your Pancake swaps, your Uniswaps, your Sunday swaps. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of being involved in a centralized versus decentralized crypto exchange. First one is control of your funds. Once you put your funds in, the exchange is in control of your funds. You really are not. Versus a decentralized, you have control, right? The user does. It's much easier to use say for example, if you have a Coinbase account, which I'm going to recommend that you do, and I'll put a link in the bottom so you can click on there and get started. It's really easy to do, and it's really easy to navigate those centralized exchanges where it's a little bit more challenging and there's more steps involved. With the decentralized, you kind of have to jump through some hoops, and you really kind of have to know what you're doing in order to do any kinds of trading. You're not anonymous in a centralized crypto exchange. You have to fill out what's called a KYC, which is know your customer. And decentralized, you don't have to worry about that at all. And so downtime, that happens. I've had it happen to me several times, and pretty much any investor has had their exchanges go down for a set period of time for various reasons, where you really don't have to worry about that in a decentralized exchange such as a Uniswap or a Pancake swap or whatever you use. Features are a lot more advanced, a little more robust. Decentralized are really basic. You're there just to do one or two things and that's it. And liquidity is very low and decentralized, and I'm going to cover what that actually means. And liquidity is really good regarding a centralized. It's ease of use. You can convert any transactions very rapidly, whereas a decentralized, not so much. All right, well, what's liquidity? Basically, liquidity means it describes the degree in which an asset or security can be quickly bought or sold in the market without affecting the asset's price or easily converted into cash. So your bigger exchanges, your Coinbases, your centralized exchanges have high liquidity. That means they've got high volume. They're in the assets that they have higher market cap, they have lots of money. It's easy for them to convert fiat into crypto and back and forth. So where you're decentralized, it might take longer, right? Whereas pretty much if you're in a centralized crypto exchange, when you make a transaction, that transaction happens very quickly. Decentralized, that may not always be the case. So that's another big factor. One other thing to consider when getting involved in a crypto exchange is you need to check out their fee structure. A lot of these centralized exchanges make money off transaction fees. And so you need to be aware of that. Now, if you don't mind, that's totally fine. You know what I mean? I think that, it's, I guess when you have a centralized institution for your crypto, you're going to pay some sort of fees. Now, some of them are more. If you, let's say, for example, you buy, any kind of digital asset, Cardano, for instance, and you use like a debit or credit card, you're going to get charged fees for that. Whereas if you were to have it automatically deducted from your checking account or savings account or whatever, there's really no fees associated with that. Now, when it comes to your decentralized, there's no fees attached. However, you cannot buy digital assets with fiat. You have to swap from one currency to the other. Say, for example, you want to buy 10 million shares of Shiba Inu. Well, you can buy that, but you're going to have to convert it from, say, an Ethereum or a Bitcoin or some other sort of digital asset. You cannot use fiat currency in a decentralized exchange. So those are just some pros and cons. Again, really make sure you're doing your due diligence when you're choosing an exchange. Check out their fee structure, things of that nature. These are all areas you want to make sure that you're looking at. So those are just a few examples, pros and cons of a centralized crypto exchange versus a decentralized crypto exchange. Okay, so I ran through that information fairly quickly. I want to keep it as simple as possible, so that way, again, if you're just getting started in crypto, you know nothing about how to begin. If I gave you tons of information and overloaded you with all kinds of stuff, I'm just gonna say all kinds of stuff, it might be too much, right? Sensory overload, and we may get, I know I do, if there's too many choices or too much information, we have the possibility of paralysis through analysis. So I'm going to drop a couple of links below in the description of who I use. Again, I have accounts on crypto.com and Coinbase. I also use the DEXs, or the decentralized exchanges. So if you have any questions, or you're not sure where to go, what to do, how to get started, drop me a comment in the section below, and I will read and respond to each and every one of you, answer any questions that I possibly have. If you found value in this video and you'd like to know more when I drop, please feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'll help our channel a lot. And I would really appreciate us all coming together as a community and growing together. And hey everyone, thank you so much again. This is Scott over here at the Crypto Dojo. Have a fantastic day. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps.